Can you imagine a life where pleasure is the highest good? This was the provocative proposition of an ancient Greek philosopher, Epicurus. Born in the year 341 BCE, Epicurus was a man who dared to see the world differently. He proposed a philosophy that challenged the norms of his time, a philosophy that put pleasure at the pinnacle of life's pursuits. In the heart of Athens, Epicurus established a school that would later be known as the Garden. Here, he encouraged a lifestyle of simplicity, the fostering of friendships, and the pursuit of intellectual growth. Teachings were immortalized in his works, such as On Nature, fragments of which have survived the passage of time, and in letters that were later quoted by the biographer Diogenes Laertius. Epicurus wasn't just a philosopher, he was a trailblazer. He laid the groundwork for a philosophy that made pleasure the highest pursuit. His ideas continue to spark debates and inspire thought to this day. Now, imagine a philosophy that prioritizes tranquility through moderate pleasure, rejecting excessive desires. Welcome to Epicureanism. This philosophy put forth by Epicurus is a fascinating blend of hedonism and atomism, with a touch of determinism for good measure. Epicureanism is not about reckless indulgence in sensory delights, but rather emphasizes intellectual and modest pleasures. It's a philosophy that encourages us to aim for long-term contentment rather than momentary gratification. It prompts us to ask ourselves, is this desire necessary? Will it bring me lasting happiness, or just temporary satisfaction? By answering these questions, we can navigate our desires and achieve a state of tranquility, known as ataraxia. But Epicureanism isn't just about pleasure and tranquility. It also integrates atomism, a theory that explains natural phenomena through atomic interactions. Everything in the universe, according to Epicurus, is composed of atoms, including our own bodies and minds. This perspective demystifies the world around us, breaking it down into understandable, tangible pieces. And let's not forget about Epicurus's deterministic universe punctuated by the atomic swerve. This concept allows for free will within a largely deterministic framework. It suggests that while the universe operates according to set laws, there's room for unpredictability and individual choice. Epicureanism invites us to seek a balanced life, where pleasure is a key component, but not an extreme obsession. It's a philosophy that remains relevant today, inspiring us to live thoughtfully, pursue meaningful pleasures, and understand the world in a scientifically grounded way. Epicureanism has had a lasting impact on philosophical thought and aspects of culture, sparking debates on the nature of happiness and the pursuit of a fulfilling life. This philosophy, rooted in the teachings of Epicurus, found its way into the minds and hearts of thinkers long after the philosopher himself had passed. It influenced later philosophical schools and became a significant part of Roman culture, which was known for its appreciation for the finer things in life. The core principle of Epicureanism, the pursuit of pleasure, stirred discussions and contemplations on what truly constitutes happiness. It encouraged individuals to question societal norms and to examine their own values, pushing them to seek a fulfilling life. This philosophy, promoting the pursuit of intellectual and modest pleasures, challenged the status quo and prompted people to consider the importance of long-term satisfaction over fleeting gratification. Epicureanism left an indelible mark on humanity's quest for meaning and satisfaction. It continues to influence our understanding of happiness, pleasure, and the good life. Every philosophy has its critics, and Epicureanism is no exception. As the philosophy of Epicureanism rose in prominence, so too did its detractors. Notable among these were contemporaries like the Stoics. They took issue with Epicureanism's hedonistic foundation, arguing that virtue, not pleasure, should be the highest aim of life. Epicureanism also faced a barrage of misconceptions. The term Epicurean became synonymous with excessive indulgence, a far cry from the measured enjoyment Epicurus himself advocated. This misunderstanding of Epicureanism has persisted through the ages, painting an incomplete picture of a philosophy centered around moderation and intellectual fulfillment. But the criticisms didn't stop at misconceptions. Some critics took a more philosophical approach, challenging the very tenets that underpin Epicureanism. They criticized its materialistic view of the world, asserting that everything consists of atoms. This deterministic perspective, they argued, left little room for the concept of free will, a cornerstone of many other philosophical systems. Also, there was pushback against the atomic swerve, Epicurus's attempt to reconcile determinism with free will. Critics argued that this concept was both unprovable and inconsistent with the rest of his philosophy. Despite these criticisms, though, we cannot deny the enduring impact of Epicureanism. Despite criticisms, Epicurus's legacy endures, as his ideas on pleasure, friendship, and the pursuit of a balanced life continue to resonate in our ethical discussions today.